Good evening and welcome to NNX from the Northwestern News Network. I'm Marcela Cano.
And I'm Margaret Gonzalez. Let's get right into this week's top stories. We begin tonight with updates on how Northwestern is pushing back against the Trump administration's efforts to freeze $790 million in federal funding for the university. NU leaders said that they will continue to fund research projects that have received stop worker orders until they gain a better understanding of the funding landscape. Last week, President Michael Schill and the Board of Trustees, Peter Barris, wrote in an email to the community in part, quote, "The work we do is essential to our community, to the nation, and to the world. Enabling this vital research to continue is among our most important priorities. And supporting our researchers in this moment is a responsibility we take seriously," end quote. Northwestern also made some changes to its website last week, promoting its research on its homepage, as well as creating a separate page that takes a deeper dive into various research projects and initiatives around campus. We will continue to keep you updated on this university's efforts.
And while we're in the midst of this federal funding freeze, undergraduate research at Northwestern seems to be safe for now. This month, the Office of Undergraduate Research awarded over $1 million to students through Summer Undergraduate Research Grants, or SURGE. The program funds students in all areas of study pursuing independent, full-time research projects. Each recipient is given a $4,000 living stipend to cover their expenses during an 8-week period where they're required to work on their project. Students may also receive additional funding for international travel. Director of Undergraduate Research Peterson says all money for undergraduate research comes directly from Northwestern, meaning the federal funding freeze has not had a direct impact on undergraduate grant funding. Savetta says he is confident about the future of research at Northwestern.
There has been such long-term dedicated support that I believe in that, and I believe that there's going to be opportunities we're going to continue.
University-wide budget cuts that began in February also had no impact on undergraduate research grant funding.
A new student-written musical made its campus debut this past weekend. NNN Paris Fairway went behind the scenes to find out how the premiere went and what is next for them.
From classroom to Kentucky bar, the cast of Misconnections welcomes audiences into Southeast Tavern on the day it closes forever.
Our writers were originally inspired by Craigslist Misconnections and just seeing what happens when two people are about to connect and it veers off.
The student musical is supported by the Los Angeles Theater Initiative, also called Lottie.
You are learning so much through this process, and I love getting to help all these college students do that.
Lottie is phenomenal. It's really cool that they've given us the opportunity to put on a brand new show, that they are so excited about new work by really young artists.
Since the group isn't technically a registered student organization, they don't get the same university support.
It definitely makes things a little bit more difficult when it comes to finding a performance venue or even rehearsal venues. And trying to work out a lot of the logistics that being a student org really helps out.
But their venue search struggles led them to this basement classroom in 555 Clark. They turned it into an intimate theater setting great for audience interaction.
Every single chair has this curved table in front of it, and as a result it kind of makes it so that the audience is at the bar, and that level of immersion and having a pre-show where they can feel like they're a part of it was really important to us.
This is only the show's first stop. With Lottie's support, they're taking the musical to Scotland this summer for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
The magical thing is the entire city of Edinburgh basically transforms into theatrical venues. So conference rooms become theaters, restaurants become theaters, classrooms become theaters, trailers become theaters.
It's just really exciting. We can't wait to bring this work with us abroad and get to perform it.
Between now and the festival, the show will change.
It will evolve. Since it's a new work, we're very lucky we've gotten to play with it as much as we'd like.
Missed Connections, hoping to break a leg in Edinburgh. Paris Franzway, Northwestern News Network.
Lottie and Northwestern students are already starting their next year's performance called Despicable, a parody group musical, a twist on the Despicable Me movies.
Moving on to an exciting sports update, lacrosse made history on Thursday, setting record attendance in the process. Lax also claimed its third straight Big Ten championship. The Cats beat Michigan 15-6. It was all part of Lacrosse Night in Chicago, encouraging local teams to attend. And speaking of attendance, more people have never been to a lacrosse game at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. Wildside encouraged students to attend the game by giving them priority for next season's football tickets. The Cats are ranked #1 in the Big Ten tournament. They will play either Penn State or Johns Hopkins on Friday night.
The Dillo Carnival is coming to town in just 25 days. With anticipation building for its arrival, Mayfest Production announced its daytime headliner for this year's festival earlier today. Rapper Big X The Plug. Big X was named Amazon's music's next breakthrough artist in 2024. Following the release of Back on My BS, his first song made Billboard's Hot 100. Mayfest also revealed another main stage performer earlier this week. Raven Lenna, the Chicago's native single, Love Me Not, is currently number 79 on Billboard's Hot 100. She previously toured with SZA and No Name and performed at Coachella this month. Students can register for their free ticket on the Norris box office through May 13th. Guest tickets are $30.
This weekend, kids celebrated a Hoppy Easter at Evanston's egg hunt. NNN's Rachel Spears checked out if the event was all it was cracked up to be.
Face painting, bunny hop races, and an egg hunt filled Eccleston Park with laughter and a little bit of friendly competition on Saturday morning.
It's like a critical part of just kids growing up, getting dirty, being in nature, like experiencing stuff. You know, we live right next to a big city with a lot of concrete, and the more we can get exposed to nature and stuff like that, the better it is.
Bella, who is 6, had a favorite part of the egg hunt.
To get eggs and to run around.
Participants ages 1.5 and up were able to hunt for eggs throughout the park and then return them in exchange for prizes and activities to play with at home.
Our focus is to have these supplies be reusable from year to year and make sure that kids can have a fun and rewarding experience and, you know, not just take home a bunch of stuff.
The laid-back environment gave them space to enjoy all the games and activities available.
It's not as hectic as some of the other ones. It's a little more nature-based and not so much just the consumerism of it all.
Some parents chose this particular egg hunt because of its efforts to reduce waste and increase sustainability.
The Arboretum Egg Hunt is one of Evanston Parks and Rec's many special events, all of which try to be as sustainable as possible.
Genesis, who is 4, enjoyed getting her face painted and collecting eggs. She said her favorite part of the event was
jumping.
In the end, all 750 eggs found their way back to the mother wood duck who had lost them in a storm the night before. Rachel Spears, Northwestern News Network.
Congrats to the Golden Egg winners, and follow Park Rec Evanston on Instagram for more egg sighting events like this one. Margaret, did you do any egg hunts this year?
I did. This past weekend, I went with my family and we had a little egg hunt.
That's really fun. Who won the golden egg?
I did, matter of fact. It was one of the best things on earth, but I shared my prize, of course, with my little sister. Mm-hmm. But that's all the time we have for tonight. I'm Margaret Gonzalez.
And I'm Marcella Connell. Be sure to stay tuned for the Northwestern News Report. Have a good night.